Hi, it's Bridget from Models International, and today our host Ron Sullivan is going to take us through outdoor photo shoot.
Okay, so here's our equipment list that we used in the shoot. We used the newer pole that's expandable, which you'll see in the video. We used Cactus remotes to basically trigger the flash. We used the newer flash, which is a brand name that you can get on Amazon or wherever. Not a very expensive flash, but it works great. And then we also used the Magmod Magsphere, which is a great product that we're using on a lot of shoots these days. Okay, so here are our settings for the flash to start off with. So we have the flash set at manual, full power, 100 ISO at 50 mils. The camera is set at 1/125 f/1300 ISO. Now you're wondering, how did I just pull this out of the air? No. The key trick when using off-camera flash is you want to make sure the exposure for your background is set right. So you play with your exposure before the model shows up, or you photograph the background with the model in it, knowing that she'll be underexposed because the flash hasn't been set up on her. But you take that exposure and you make sure you're satisfied with the background. You don't want it too hot. You may want it dark, depending on what you want to do, but you need to set up your background exposure first. Then you start experimenting with your flash, and as I gave the flash settings, we used a full power setting because it was a bright sunny day. That flash had to kick a lot of power onto the model to remove some of those shadows. Now, if we were shooting at the end of the day, the intensity of the flash would probably drop, depending on where we are, what's over her, whether she's covered, not covered, that type of thing. So there really is no standard setting. The key thing is set the exposure for the background first, then experiment with the exposure with the flash on the model. The next thing is the flash is not on the camera, which I think a lot of people still do to this date. The flash is then put onto the pole with the Magmod. The Magmod softens the light, it spreads the light, it does a phenomenal job. I'm very, very pleased with Magmod. Here are the finished images using the Magmod and the setup that we just talked about in the last couple of minutes, and the results are outstanding. We're very, very pleased with this shoot, and this could be done anywhere in your neighborhood, and it's really easy to do.